You're listening to The Monetized Mom, the podcast that teaches moms of faith how to monetize their expertise online to create influence, impact, income, and more importantly, financial independence. I'm your host, Flo Alexander. Let's chat. Hey mama, if you are tuned into this episode, you're probably looking to grow your coaching business. Well, you are in luck. I just released a new training on how to launch a high-ticket program that clients will pay thousands for, even if you don't have your program created. Now, you can access it now at themonetizedmom.com/training. That's themonetizedmom.com/training. Again, that's themonetizedmom.com/training. Now, let's get on with the show. Hello, everybody. I hope that you are having an amazing day. Let's jump right into this episode because this is something that I need to get off my chest. And I'm sure you guys have plenty of questions and you're probably like looking around like what in the world is going on? And that is the world of social media. What is happening today in the social media landscape, especially when it comes to marketing your business online with social media. So, just a backstory. So, recently I have been kind of like laying low when it comes to social media. And you guys know a couple of episodes ago, I told you that God told me to shut my ads off. So, my ads have been off for a while. And so, I've been just laying low, really just praying and kind of figuring out what the strategy is going forward because of course God is the goal, so I want to focus on what God wants me to do. But nonetheless, I've been laying low. I've been having my VA team just post content on social media for me, but I haven't really been like active producing content. So I haven't been going live like I usually do. I haven't been creating any new content. So I've been laying low, but I actually decided to join in on a content challenge. It was a 5-day video content challenge with a video coach. And I really just wanted to, I don't know. I don't know what made me join it, to be honest. Maybe I was like bored looking for answers, but I joined this video challenge, which really gave me some insight on how to create engaging and impactful videos that you can use to market your business organically. Y'all know I'm an ads person though. Nonetheless, I was like, let me figure out how to step up my organic game because I really do want to be better at organic. Not to say that my organic has been trash because I've certainly been able to get clients through organic marketing. However, I want to be better at it, which I think most of us want to just become better. And so it was a great challenge. I learned a whole lot as far as creating the engaging videos, different things that you can do to be more engaging, how to structure videos, all those things were great things that I learned that I had kind of been doing. I knew sort of, but not formally, if that makes sense. Like, you know, you do something, but you're not sure why you do it or that there's an actual formal method and framework that's out there. But that's kind of what I learned, the formality of why I've been doing some of the things that I do in my social media content. So that was really good. One of the things that we discussed, though, in that challenge was how organic marketing has been on the struggle bus lately. And the person who was hosting this has like tens of thousands of followers on specifically on TikTok, but she has a pretty big following on Instagram as well. And so even as someone who has a large following, you know, she was just mentioning how her engagement was low, how her organic reach was being suppressed. And as someone who doesn't have nearly as many followers as her, like I'm also feeling the effects of that. Like I noticed like when it came to Instagram specifically, like my Reels views were lower than normal and just my content wasn't getting out. And so of course I went on the search to figure out like what in the world's going on. So I moved over to TikTok and I have been posting, well, I was posting consistently on TikTok like 3 times a day, trying to grow a following there. And kind of the same thing, even though it was better than my reach on Instagram, TikTok was like you kind of capped in the 200s. And if you guys produce content on TikTok, you know that's been the ongoing thing on TikTok, like how to get out of the 200 view jail. Like that's been the big thing. But there's obviously a reason behind all of these social media platforms really suppressing your organic reach. And the reason behind that is that it is fourth quarter and they want you to spend money. Point blank, period. They want you to spend money because this is the season where everyone's going to be buying. You got Black Friday coming up. You got the holidays coming up. So people are going to be spending money. So if you are relying on organic reach, the news flash is you're going to be suppressed in favor of those people who are actually paying for their content to be seen, which is why learning how to run ads is so important for your business, because organic reach and relying on the algorithm is not a sustainable way to grow and sustain a business. And so, again, as someone, I was in the challenge with someone who had tens of thousands of followers, and for her to be like, yeah, my stuff is getting suppressed as well. And I'm looking at people who have way more followers than me and they're getting the same amount of views as me. At the end of the day, what these platforms are telling you is that you have to pay to play. And we've been saying that for years, but it's becoming more and more evident now as organic content is being suppressed. One of my friends, she also has a pretty large following on TikTok, and we've been just trying to figure out like what's going on with the platform. She's been helping me trying to grow my audience there. And the one thing we discovered is that TikTok has this new shop feature. And basically, if you're not using the shop feature and promoting the products within their shop, which means they get more money, they're also suppressing your content. So we actually did a test where, she had content where she did not include anything with the shop feature versus content where she was including things with the shop feature, and her views like skyrocketed. So what that is telling us is that you have to be, for at least TikTok, promoting ways for them to get more money. So either you're running ads or you're promoting their products within their shop, or when it comes to like Instagram or Facebook, you have to be paying to play. That also became evident when Facebook came up with the where you could pay for the blue check mark. I tested that out myself. I was like, okay, let me see how my content and my engagement changes if I get the Meta blue check. So I went, got the Meta blue check, still have it. And when I first got it, there was a significant identifiable jump in the engagement that I was getting on my content than when I did not have the blue check. So again, what they're saying is you have to pay to play. It's no longer an even playing field where you can post organic content, hope to go viral, and then your business explodes. This is no longer a sustainable strategy. It hasn't been, but I think now more than ever, people are seeing that going live every day, posting 3 to 5 times a day, doing all this hustle for organic reach is not really a good strategy. So you need to have an ads plan. This is the reason why I actually started integrating ads into what was then the accelerator, what is now our mastermind, because I realized that I could teach people organic marketing. That's how I built my business. But I saw where the space was going and where the industry was going. And if I wanted my clients to be successful, I knew that they had to have ads within their business. Now, whether they're running ads for $5 a day, which is the minimum I recommend, whether they're running ads for $5 a day, or if they get up to $100 a day, there needs to be some kind of paid marketing that allows you to get predictable leads into your business so that you can have a sustainable way and scalable way to grow your business without relying on an algorithm. So if you guys hear me talking about ads a lot lately, that's going to be why, because I'm recognizing the change in the market and the way that the platforms are now, they're telling you you're going to have to pay us if you want to be seen. You're no longer going to build 7-figure businesses, 6-figure businesses, 5-figure businesses on the back of free content unless you really, really, really out here hustling. And honestly, the only people that I see who are getting the views and being able to grow exponentially on these social media platforms right now are the people that are telling you how to use the social media platform. Like the accounts that are showing you Instagram tips and tricks, or TikTok tips and tricks. The accounts that are showing you how to use features in the apps, the accounts that are showing you how to get more views because they're telling you how to get more views. Therefore, you're watching it in hopes that you'll find something to get more views. Like, those are the accounts that are able to grow organically, because obviously, if Instagram sees that you're teaching people how to do more on Instagram and be more engaged, of course they're going to push your content out. I think the same has always been true with YouTube. I remember people who would create YouTube videos on how they made money on YouTube, how they got monetized, how they got, up to 1,000 subscribers. Those were the accounts that really got pushed, but because of course it's promoting that platform. So unless you're doing that, I think, in my opinion, from what I've seen and from what I've heard from everyone else that I talk to in my circle, it's really going to be hard to get that organic reach now. So you have to just think of yourself as a business and make that investment in paid marketing and advertisement even if it is as small as $5 a day. So even me, God told me to shut my ads off, I think for the sole intent of me really getting my organic down and coming up with an organic strategy to match the ad strategy and to elevate my organic really. So I think God had me sit down for that. But I've even turned my ads back on now because I understand what's going on. And if you want your business to be able to grow, to sustain, you literally just have to pay to play. And that's the reality of it. So I know a lot of coaches are still promoting, well, all you got to do is grow your audience. All you got to do is go live. All you got to do is post and do this. And a lot of people are frustrated because I've heard from y'all. Y'all are frustrated because these strategies are not working, especially if you don't already have a large audience. It's easy for someone who has, 70,000 followers, 50,000 followers, 80,000 followers that they built over the past decade to say, yeah, just go live and just post and you'll get an influx of people. That may work for them, but let's talk about the people who are just growing and just getting started, and you're coming into an atmosphere where they're saying you have to pay to play or we're going to suppress your content. It's very hard to say that that strategy is going to work for you. So instead, we need to figure out, how can I use $5 a day, because most of y'all have $5 a day that I can put into Facebook or Instagram ads or even TikTok ads, wherever it makes sense, to start getting leads into my business so that I can actually get clients and get the results that I want to get. Because let's be real, you don't have time to be posting 3 to 5 times a day. Trust me, I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I tried it. It's a lot. You know what I mean? And I was doing that with repurposed content. So I know if you are just getting out there, like, it's a struggle to get 3 to 5 pieces of content consistently. Like, that will cause you to burn out. Not to mention them telling you to go live every day. That is literally going to cause you to burn out. And if you don't have a solid content strategy, if you don't know what your content pillars are, if you don't know what you need to talk about for your ideal audience, that's going to get frustrating, it's going to get exhausting, and before you know it, you're going to quit. As opposed to getting really one good solid ad strategy that you can literally run day after day, 24 hours a day without having to touch anything, and you'll be able to get the results that you've been trying to get by hustling, doing the lives, doing the constant posting, doing all this DMing and all this stuff. Okay. So again, you got to pay to play. So if you're wondering what's happening on social media, welcome to Q4. If you're not spending money, your stuff is going to kind of be suppressed. Now, I do anticipate that probably in January, we might start seeing an uptick in content distribution, meaning you'll be able to get more views. Your content is going to be pushed out. But I'm just going to say it's the way it is right now. You're going to have to pay to play. The other thing is, if you are using organic marketing, the interesting thing now is that our social media platforms are moving more to SEO, which means search engine optimization. They are looking for you to have keywords in your content so that people who are searching for specific things can find it. Now, this is interesting because I come from the world of blogging, and that's how we got our traffic from Google. You had to have keywords, you had to be optimized for people who were looking for answers to their specific questions. That is the route that social media is now taking. They are looking at what keywords are you saying in your content that is going to show that, hey, you have the answer to whatever it is that people are searching for. So for instance, if you are a career coach, are you using career coach keywords within your content? Are you saying stuff like salary negotiations? Are you saying things like job search? Are you saying things like changing jobs or career change? Are you using keywords in your content? And again, if you don't know search engine optimization, if you don't have a strong background in that, that's also going to be a challenge for you from an organic standpoint, because it's not just about trending audios anymore, because that was the big thing. If you could hop on a trending audio sound, then that will secure your virality. That's not the case anymore. Like, these social media platforms are requiring you to be real marketers. And again, most of y'all are not marketers. Most of y'all have not been doing this for over a decade, which is, again, why I decided to do away with the accelerator and really do the mastermind, which is going to be done with you marketing, because I have background in SEO. I built a blog to tens of thousands of viewers every single month, sheerly off of SEO, being really good at SEO. My YouTube, I just started focusing on YouTube for Mama and Money. That is going to be at 10,000, I would say, maybe before the year is out. if not very close to the beginning of the year. And that's just recently, but all that came down to focusing on SEO, right? So if you are not a marketer, a lot of this stuff is going to be a very uphill journey for you. And why would you go through that when you have someone who's done it, who can give you a shortcut, who can actually do it with you, like who can actually work on your content so that you do have SEO, who can actually help you create the ad copy, ad creative, ad funnel that's going to get you clients with as little as $5 a day. I literally have a client who's doing that now, booking calls consistently. So, nonetheless, obviously I'm very passionate about this because I see the struggle that people are going through. I see the frustration that people are going through, and I literally have the answer for you, which is the Done With You marketing within the Monetized Mom Mastermind. So if that's something that you're interested in, just send me a DM over on Instagram and we can talk about what that entails and how you can get started. Nonetheless, I did want to share some insight as to what is going on in the social media space nowadays and what you have to do to really be successful. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this with someone else who could use it. As always, I hope that you found this episode helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a review. And with that, I'll talk to you in the next episode.